Hey Tube, welcome back. Today we'll talk about AWS security groups vs the AWS subnets. So AWS security groups and AWS subnets are both crucial components in AWS for managing and securing network traffic, but they serve different purposes and operate at different levels within your AWS infrastructure. Understanding their differences is key to effectively design and securing your AWS environment. So first, let's talk about the AWS security group. So in terms of AWS security group, I will talk about 5 things. And number one, it will be first I will talk about the functionality. In terms of the functionality, security groups act as a virtual firewall at the infrastructure level, the instance level. At the instance level, they control inbound and outbound traffic for individual EC2 instances and for other resources. I want to talk about the stateful. So they are stateful, meaning that if a request is allowed to leave, the response is automatically allowed to enter, irrespective of inbound rules. We have the rule-based. I want to talk about it. So consists of allow rules that define which traffic is permitted to or from the associated resources. They don't have deny rules. And we have, lastly, we have applied to instances, so directly associated with EC2 instances and dedicate to the traffic that can reach or leave them. 5, we have dynamic. So changes to security group rules are applied immediately and do not require restarting or relaunching the instances. Let's talk about the subnets. First, let's talk about the functionality. So subnets are subdivisions of VPC used to segment and distribute your network within the VPC. They define the IP address range of the instances within them. Number 2, we want to talk about the network partitioning. They enable you to segment your VPC into multiple networks, potentially isolating different types of resources or applications. We want to talk about the availability zones. So each subnet is located within a specific availability zone, influencing the availability and fault tolerance of the resources within it. Okay. We want to talk about public and private. Subnets can classified as public or private. Public subnets have routes to the internet, while private subnets do not. We have the used with other services. So subnets are used in conjunction with route tables, network access control lists, and internet gateways to control the flow of the at traffic general level. Let's go about the key differences. So in terms of the key difference, let's talk first about the level of operation. So security groups operate at the instance level, controlling traffic to and from individual instances. Subnets operate at network level, controlling and segment the IP address range and network traffic within the VPC. So let's say again, security groups works at instance level, controlling traffic to from individual instance, and the subnets operates at network level, controlling and segmenting the IP address range. Let's talk about the scope. So a security group can associate with multiple instances across different subnets, where a subnet defines specific network boundaries with a VPC. Let's talk about the types of control. Security groups provide stateful traffic control based on port and protocol. On the other hand, subnets in combination within route tables and in NACLS provide more generalized network traffic routing and control, including defining public and private areas of your VPC. And and if you don't know what is NACLS, it's Network Access Control Lists. Let's talk about the use cases. So use security groups for detailed instance-specific traffic rules, and we use subnets for border network organization, IP addressing, and routing control with your VPC. So in practice, security groups and subnets are used together to provide layered and effective network security and organization within AWS environments, while subnets control how traffic flows within and out of your VPC. Security groups provide finer instance level control over what traffic can reach or leave your AWS resources. So that's it for today's video, and I hope you like my content. If you like my content, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and see you guys in future problem.